ceremonies. Silly moments. Normal families that fought sometimes but still loved each other without conditions. It was eye-opening, made me realize how messed up my own family dynamic had been when I was almost 20. My mom showed up at my apartment unannounced, no idea how she found my address, probably through some mutual Facebook friend. I almost didn't recognize her standing there in my doorway. She looked older. Somehow I let her in because what else could I do? It was awkward. AF. She looked around my place with this expression, not quite disgust, but definitely like. She was mentally cataloging all the ways my life was inferior to what she'd planned. Asked me these surface-level questions about what I was doing, how I was living, then got to the real reason for her visit. My dad had been passed over for a promotion, and they were struggling a bit. Financially, wanted to know if I could help out. The audacity actually made me laugh. 2 years earlier, they'd have thrown me out, told me I'd fail on my own, and now they wanted me to help them. I told her I was still establishing myself and couldn't spare anything. She left, looking annoyed, like I'd have failed some test. Didn't even say she was proud of me for making it on my own. After that visit, I went through a weird emotional patch, started questioning everything. Was I wrong to keep them at a distance? Was I being too harsh? But then I'd remember how they treated me, how they did never actually apologize, and I'd get angry all over again. My roommate Aiden noticed I was in a funk, and introduced me to his friend Lucy, who was studying psychology. She became one of my closest friends, and kind of helped me understand what I'd been through was a form of emotional abuse, that the way my parents had always made their love conditional on me. Following their exact plan wasn't normal or healthy. Talking to her helped me work through some of my anger and start healing. By 21, I was doing well enough to move into my own place, just a small one-bedroom, nothing fancy but all mine, no roommates, no parents, just me. The day I moved in, I sat on my second-hand IKEA couch and literally cried. Never thought I'd get this far when I was standing on that lawn with my bags at 17. Around this time, Santiago offered me more stable work, with actual benefits, health insurance for the first time since I left home. He was getting more business and needed reliable help. It was a huge vote of confidence, and honestly meant more to me than any approval from my parents ever had. Meanwhile, my parents kept trying to reconnect, but always on their terms. They'd invite me to holiday dinners, but make pointed comments about my choices. They'd offer help, which I never accepted, but with strings attached. Every interaction left me feeling drained and angry. Eventually, I started limiting contact to occasional texts, and maybe one visit a year. What they never seemed to understand was that I was actually building a decent life. It didn't look anything like what they'd planned for me, but it was good. I had work I enjoyed that paid the bills. I had friends who accepted me for who I was, building something real, something that was mine. By 23, I had completed additional certifications and was Santiago's go-to guy for certain types of projects. We worked well together, and he started talking about bigger opportunities down the road. That was also when I met Lydia. She needed some